Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Texas versus Houston Christian college basketball matchup on Saturday, December 9th, 2023. Of course, we do tons of free pick videos and free picks at Pickdawgz, but if you're looking for the games we like best, we put those under the Premium Picks tab at Pickdawgz.com. You can use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have the Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, just text the number that you see on the screen. And not available on the website. You got to text. But let's get to this one. Texas taking on Houston Christian. Texas, decent season so far, 6-2, while Houston Christian really one of the doormat teams in college basketball this year. And I think for Texas, it's kind of a get-well spot. They had their matchup against ex-coach Shaka Smart last time out at Marquette, got absolutely drubbed, 86-65. They were just 8.5 point dogs coming in, and I think the books kind of baited you in trying to get Texas money on that thing, and the Horns got absolutely thumped. Their other loss came against UConn, 81-71. They were 8-point dogs in that game as well. So we've seen the Horns certainly, against the best of the best, two Big East teams, take it on the chin. But against the lesser teams, they have taken care of business. But, they've been laying big numbers against a lot of these teams. Delaware State, Rice, Louisville, covering, 17.5 to 32.5 point spreads, not covering the spread in any of those. And of course, their last time they covered a big one was 31 against Incarnate Word. The Horns looking to get back into swing of things. Last year's loss to Miami in the NCAA tournament, still not sitting well. And kind of a team that the expectation is just absolutely higher for this team and for this program. And I think, with the level of talent that they have, it's almost a head scratcher as to why this team hasn't been better and hasn't been like an elite team in the NCAA tournament over the years. Of course, they're battle tested every year going in, playing against Big 12 competition all the time. Next year they'll be moving to the SEC. I don't think the SEC is generally as good as the Big 12 when it comes to college basketball. They have some great teams in the SEC. Don't get me wrong, really good teams. Kentucky and Florida, Alabama, Auburn. It goes on, but not quite what the Big 12 has had and what the Big 12 has now, especially with the addition of Houston, Cincinnati, and BYU. Speaking of BYU, they thumped Houston Christian, Texas's opponent in this one, as 32.5 point favorites and covered against them earlier this season. So Houston Christian always gets a lot of points, got 27.5 against another Big 12 team, Texas, Oklahoma State, against TCU. 34.5 point dogs in that one, did not cover. They played Rice, who Texas plays all the time as well, 19.5 point dogs, and did cover in that one. But Houston Christian, just not a very good team and more like an opponent style team. When you look at their offense, just shoots just 43.3%. This Texas team defends the perimeter fairly well, but they're not quite as good as what we thought they would be when Chris Beard was their coach last season. Offensively, of course, Texas has athleticism and talent, and that's going to carry you far away. I think with coming off that loss to Marquette, I think Texas has to have a get-right spot, and this is probably it. I don't like laying this many points, but I'm going to take Texas, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll tell you how often historically each of the bets on the board have hit, putting you on the best plays today.